Hey, that's me, No Scope Chicken. I'm taking on the SiteB SMP server, and welcome back to another episode. In this season of Minecraft Let's Play, I wanted to do more building, focus a little less on the farms, and so far I would say that we've done that. But I'm running into a problem, and that problem is you kind of need things to build things. So we're gonna go and make ourselves one of the most important farms that you can have in Minecraft, the Iron Farm. Welcome back to episode number. Who cares, man? We're making an iron farm. So this is everything that we need for the iron farm as far as blocks is concerned. But what I am gonna need is villagers, and I already know this getting villagers. This might be the worst thing possible. So I don't know what this is going to entail. I don't know where the nearest village is. I don't know what my plan is to move them, mine carts, boats, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. And we're also gonna need to place it somewhat close so it's loaded in. We're just gonna make a small iron farm, and hopefully that will kind of carry us long enough, and then maybe later on we'll expand it, but who knows, maybe if we just make one early and we have it running for a while, we'll never run out. I say that, but I'm sure we'll run out. So we'll pick a spot, I guess, once we get the villagers. I do want to keep in mind that I don't want to have to tear this down once we start to build our city. So we're going to need to put it in a spot where we can kind of conceal it later on, which I know can also kind of be a problem with the way that the villagers spawn. Or I'm sorry, the way that the iron golems spawn. They like to spawn on blocks, so anything around it can kind of mess with the collection system and whatnot. So I'm going to have to search for the nearest village, pray that there are villagers there. If not, we'll have to reassess. I went onto the map on the website that kind of shows our entire map. Okay, actually, hold on. Here's a guy right here. So this was the nearest village. I haven't been here, but I was just praying that there were villages here, and there's plenty of villagers. Take that book as well. I'm not even sure if this has been looted exactly, but we're not too far. We're about like 400 blocks out from our base, maybe a little less. So I think my current plan is just to boat them over there, because like we're still in the swamp. So hopefully I can kind of get them far enough without having to use other methods of transportation, because these guys can kind of be a pain to work with. Let's see who's an easy target for kidnapping. Stalk my prey. He's this guy right here is next to the water. Oh my. What? Oh wait, can I put this on the ground anyways? Push him into it like that. Okay. And now we're on our way. We're on our way. So we gotta go back to our base chords are, I think it's like 87 1100, something like that. Gotta go diagonal. We made it. 4 long nights, 4 long days. Finally, we've made it back home. And that's just one of the 3 that we gotta bring over here. Unless we bring 2 and breed 1, which might be easier. But we gotta make a little safe chamber for these guys before something bad goes wrong. So do this, drop them in here, and save them for later. Come on. Aha. No. I need the boat. should be fine in there. I'll leave that. Oh, I'm not wearing my armor. I was wondering why I was just getting absolutely demolished by the zombies on the way here. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. Yeah, this is gonna be easier. So I got 2 here, and I'm kind of thinking I should probably just make a breeder farm. Yeah, because like now I have 3, and I could just make the iron farm. But I think it might just be easier to keep this because I'm gonna want more in the future anyways. Once again, did another mining trip, so here are the resources that we gathered. Finally got, honestly, a decent amount of diamonds, so let's build a little XP tower, break it all down, and see the final results that we got from it. So, I mean, I obviously haven't had a chance to look at our area from this point of view, but I think this is going to be a good, like, layout for the plans that we have for the city. And honestly, the mix of the pink trees, the cherry blossom trees, kind of breaks up all the green that's going around, so we're definitely gonna have to expand that out over the entire area. Here is a witch hut, so we're gonna have to make a witch farm that should net us a bunch of redstone. But yeah, this is the fun part, so let's see exactly what we're gonna get from that mining trip. Got the fortune 3. So let's just break this down. I don't know who I saw do that, or if I just started doing that myself, but every time I go on a mining trip, I always end up doing that. So we had, what, 47 diamonds, something like that, to start off with. Oh, there we go. Okay, stack and a half. Not bad, honestly. I mean, I wish I had a little bit more iron, but I can live with this. Two stacks there. Okay, so that should definitely add, that should bring us to about 2 stacks of diamonds or so. I believe we had 30 left or something after we did a bit of enchanting. Okay, so a stack and 3/4. Cool. Alright guys, I already know this wasn't the plan. I veered off the plan, but it was necessary. This isn't an iron farm, this is a villager farm. But I realized after boating those villagers over here, like you just saw in the last clip, I don't want to lose them all, and then the next time many villagers have to bring new ones over. So I figured this would be the natural progression in order to get eventually towards the iron farm, which now that we have this, we're pretty much ready, because now we can just boat over the new villagers right to where we need them to, or minecart them, and they're so close to our house, as you could tell. So yeah, this is a pretty simple villager farm. Here I'll go into our free cam, which we now have. Boom. Okay, so pretty simple. You just got a little farm here, compost, so this guy is a villager. This is all carrots, and as they grow, he is going to be collecting them. As he collects them, they are going to breed, because there are extra beds here compared to the amount of villagers. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I need to get rid of one of these villagers, because he's actually kind of taking up a spot. So we have 5 beds here. There's only supposed to be 2 villagers, and then what happens is they try and walk into here, but this actually blocks the adult villagers, so they can't fit like at that. But the baby villagers can. So once they have babies, it falls in here. They go down this little water path, and then they get stuck right here, and they're a baby. But once they grow up into an adult, they will reach this path, and then just follow the water right to this corner, and then you can just minecart them out of here. So I'm happy with this. I put it pretty close to the house, so that way it's kind of running. Which means we'll have to pick a new spot for the iron farm, maybe somewhere like right here, because I don't want this to be too close. I don't want the villagers to like link up with each other because that can cause a problem. So we'll have to think about that in a few moments here. But I just want to make sure that this thing's actually going to work. I think I should come up with a name for this tower, like the No Scope Enterprises, something like that. I need to like trademark this tower because I think this is mine. I don't know. You tell me. Oh my god. I think I'm playing Call of Duty Zombies. Is this even normal? Like, I'm trying my best to light up the area with torches, but these... This just really seems to not matter. They are infinite. And forever. My whole base is deadly. And there's so many people on the server, it's hard to skip the nighttime, so... I'm gonna have to focus on lighting up the area, because missing the whole night waiting for daytime is a lot of time wasted. And it stinks because we actually need a village zombie, because this is where we're going to place our iron farm, and we need a zombie as part of that. So we need to get one trapped. So if we do something like this, like that, let's make a little trap for him to fall into. Bang. Okay, he should fall into there. Now if I just wander out a little bit, I'm sure I could find one. Come on, before it turns daytime. Surely we could find a zombie. I said 9 of them. There was just 9 of them. There we go. Come on, bud. We also need him to hold the item. Oh, there you go. So that way he doesn't despawn. We don't want this little man forever. And we need this creeper to be gone. Oh, I mean, like... Oh, can you even make that up? Does that work? Oh, that does work. Okay. And he's got an item in his hand. So we can break this. Collect that. Alright. Get this guy trapped in here. Boom. There we go. We have a zombie. And he shouldn't despawn. He has that cobblestone in his hand, which is good. So... now what we'll do is we'll throw the villagers back here into a little separate chamber, and then we'll do a little check-in, and then above here we will build the conveyor system where the iron golems will actually fall into a little lava and a collection area. So this is actually a pretty simple iron farm, just 3 villagers, 1 zombie, and everything should run pretty smoothly, and I'm hoping this is... I mean, yeah, this is close enough to the house, right? So, yeah, check in. Now, just a moment ago, I had mentioned Call of Duty Zombies, and I myself have been playing Call of Duty since COD 4. That was the first Call of Duty I've ever played, and I love the name. Thank you. And it's been my favorite game since I've been a kid. It still is to this day my favorite game. So it's kind of tough to see, you know, what they've done with the game in certain aspects. And one of them being zombies. So Black Ops 6 just came out, like I mentioned, and they reintroduced, you know, classic round-based zombies. So, you know, that's at least what we were told we were getting. And that's not what we got exactly. So I mean, ever since the introduction of Warzone, and just battle royales in general. It just seems like that everything that Activision does with the game, they're more worried about how it's going to affect Warzone. I mean, the fact that you can have kill streaks in the game, the fact that there's like just crazy bosses. The game goes from like super easy to super hard, like all within a span of like 5 rounds. It's like pretty difficult to go really far. You need armor plates, all these different kinds of things that really makes it not feel like zombies, unfortunately. Kind of ruined it for me, and I was really excited. I play a lot of competitive Call of Duty, used to play on a team and have scrims and practice, and now I just kind of casually play, especially I'll just play ranked play. But this year I was so ready to play zombies. I don't even really know why, because I never really get into zombies like crazy, but this year I was just so ready to play zombies, and it kind of fell flat, unfortunately. So that's my little rant about Call of Duty. So it's about time we test if this villager minecart's gonna work. So I mean, we know the breeding works, so this is clearly working. This guy's farming, handing over the carrots. We got 2 more babies in there. We already got 5 grown-ups right here. We'll probably have to like pause this at some point, but so we'll have to press that button in order to get this thing to shoot out, which we can actually do. 1. So we need 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Hold on. This isn't exactly set up yet. Wait! Hold your ground, you men. Okay. And then throw them right into there. Oh, this is going smooth. I'm so glad that we made this breeding farm, because yeah, we could have probably already had the iron farm, but only would have saved us a little bit of time. Hey! Alright, we're gonna have to send them up the hill one at a time. Yeah, now we have a bunch of villagers. For any reason that we need the villagers, they'll just be ready to go. So put 1 in there. 2. Boom. And 3. This guy. I don't exactly know what it means when these guys are dressed in purple. I took a little bit of a break from Minecraft and my brain isn't correctly working. Oh, that guy didn't even fall in. Please don't block him. Push him off. That. And like that. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. No. Listen, you're here for eternity now, boys. I don't know how to break it to you, but that's never gonna change. So, thanks for helping me with the iron, though. See you later. Alright, so this should be the finished product of the compact iron golem farm. So you saw the bottom here, the zombies right in here, the villagers are right there, and then if we F5, they should be spawning up there, the iron golems. They'll fall straight through that water into the lava and into the collection system. And I realized I built this directionally backwards. I wanted the collection system facing that way, but whatever. I also realized that this is super ugly, and it's just gonna have to be one of the farms that we encase within some sort of building or costume to fit our Japanese style build that we have going on. And in order for this farm to work, we had to make all these blocks around the base non-spawnable blocks. So for now they're path blocks, but we could switch them up at some point if we want to put slabs or something else to stop the iron golems from spawning there. So there's only one thing left to do to get this farm working, and it's to break this block, and it should start working. These villagers are gonna see the zombie. They should be freaking out, and once they freak out, it's going to call for an iron golem to spawn, and then since it's going to be dying, they should continuously be spawning it. So yeah, does that work? They might have to sleep in the bed first. Oh, I mean, it worked. Is that going to be a problem? That might be a problem. That might be a problem. You will destroy me. And I don't want any of that smoke. So at least it's spawning them. I think I just have to break some of that water, or just replace it and make it path blocks. So if we do something like that, make these path blocks, these path blocks. These have to be path blocks as well, from my understanding. Steal some of those. Okay, so we said one in front. This is a farm made by Wattles. And it's pretty simple, so that's why I chose this one. So, I mean, that worked. Let's see what happens the next time we get one to spawn. Okay, so he spawned up there. So this should be all right. If anything, what's going to happen is maybe I'll learn about a spot where they're able to spawn. I don't think they can spawn on the trees. And honestly, if they could, I feel like they would have already, because there's just so many spawning platforms. So I think up there is fine. It's just down here. And I believe I have it all blocked off. That makes sense, though, that I guess that it can spawn in the water. I should have thought of that, because obviously it's spawning in the water up there. But one in front and 8 over. So this should be working, iron. And this should just be running 24/7 now for us. And that's going to net us a bunch of iron, and then we can start using this iron to create other farms. And once we have our farms in place to get our essential blocks, we can actually finally start doing some of the building things. We need to get a pair of elytra at some point too. So yep, another one spawning right here, so it's actually pretty fast. Going to free cam. And I mean, this is such a simple farm. Is this lava too close to these leaves? Oh shoot, I didn't even think of that. Oh man. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Maybe I should just break some of these closer leaves just in case. Do not want this forest to burn down. That might be okay. I think it can travel 4 blocks. Maybe I should break these. That might be alright. And it does look a little strange now, this tree, but whatever. Maybe that will break it up a little bit. Alright, well, I mean, if anything burns down, then I mean, I'll let you guys know. I'll be crying in my sleep. But yeah, this is the iron farm. And of course, we have the villager breeder farm over here as well, which is great. Did some mining along the way, and I'm super happy with the success. Let's see here how many we got going. 4. 2 in there. I think they're making another one right now. Nasty, nasty ball. So, yeah, we're making a lot of progress. We're making progress pretty quickly. And with the mining that we've done, we've got a decent amount of diamonds. We honestly have enough diamonds to like make an entire set of everything. We just need to get XP, and I know that there is a Enderman XP farm, and I may just have to start using that. I was trying to, use minimal amount of like player-made farms because I joined the server late. I think if I joined it on time, I would be okay with sharing, but that might be one that I just have to share because I'm not going to make a skeleton XP farm or something like that. I mean, the Enderman XP farm is just superior in every facet, so I'm gonna have to use that anyway. So I might as well just use the one that the server already has versus trying to make a new one. So I believe that's going to do it for our episode 3 here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was more of a technical episode here, which is okay with me. Let me know in the comments, do you or do you not enjoy playing Call of Duty Zombies at this point in this iteration of the franchise? And if there's any builds that you want to see in this server here on SiteB, let me know. Subscribe, like, share this with your friends. My name's No Scope Chicken. Thank you so much, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.